Got John Paul here, and he talked about the 3 things that he's going to be doing with his letting agency, Castledene in the North East, with over 2,000 managed properties, to beat the tenant fee ban. And last time we talked about systemising the business, and that was the first thing you said you were going to change. And the second thing you were going to change is the marketing. So let's have a chat about that.
Yeah. Over to me. We've sort of changed tact with our marketing quite a bit. So we were very much about we're the greatest. We've won the Sunday Times, investors are people, blah blah blah.
Waving the flags.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. And whilst it did have some success because people do want to be associated with the best,
because you're a winner chicken dinner.
That's the one. Nobody wants to be associated with just a bog standard type of company. They want to know that they're the fastest or whatever. We've gone a lot more on how we can help the customer.
Okay.
So we
tell the guys at home what that looks like.
So it's getting the best possible price for your property in the speediest time that suits you. So now a lot of our marketing, and I should have brought them along, but we've got leaflets and we've got pictures of houses that we sold in certain time frames, above asking price. And that's what people want. People put the house on the market to move, obviously, but they want the quickest price. They want the quickest speed that they can sell the house, and they want the best price. There's no good getting you 20% above if we've got to wait 2 years for it. But also there's no point getting you sold in 7 days if you're only getting 50% of your house price.
I'm with you.
So we want to get the most in the quickest possible time.
So that's what you do for the estate agency. What about lettings? Are you proactive, picking the phone up to landlords?
Or direct marketing, even for vendors, even for sales, is our primary way of marketing now. So
what does that look like?
So every manager has at least an hour a day in a boiler room environment, gets all the leads, and there's loads of places.
Branch manager?
Branch manager, yeah.
Hold on, so did you just say branch manager?
Branch manager, yeah.
But most branch managers are too busy to do prospecting, aren't they?
Because they're not systemised.
Point one. Carry on. Go on.
So our branch managers don't look after any portfolios. So some do in other, not in our business, but in other people's businesses. We purposely.
And when do they do that hour?
Whatever time suits them, or whatever time is the most successful. So we've tried it all. So the best time for us in certain branches is 9 till 11, or 9 till 10, 10 till 11. In other branches it's like 3 to 4, 4 to 5. It really just depends. And the biggest reason we found is it depends on what type of branch it is. As in, is it mostly LHA or is it mostly private professional type market? The professional type market's later on in the day, or 10.
This is the landlords that you're running.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Or 12 till 1 when they're on a lunch break.
Okay.
Housing benefit, you avoid the 3 till 4 because they tend to be picking the kids up. But pretty much any
But you're not ringing the tenant, you're ringing the landlord at 3.
But we ring the tenant to find out have they rented before. Yes, I have. Oh, by the way, can we have your landlord's details who you rented with before?
And you're successful at that?
It's one of the ways that we do it, yeah.
Okay. Any other tips out there for the guys?
Use your tenants a lot more. So when a tenant comes to apply, we say we've got to have a 5-year housing history. So they'll put on who the landlord was. We need the telephone numbers. We may reference check them. So we phone them up and say, right, your tenant's about to leave. Can we find you a tenant? You go on your free portals, your Gumtrees, land registry. We hit other agents' boards, which I know could be a bit contentious. But my point is, if you're doing a good job, then you've got nothing to worry about. We're the most expensive in our area. So if people aren't coming to us for a price, they're coming because we're better than you. Not my problem, that's your problem.
And are you just ringing people up and saying, I want to rent the property out, or are you being a little bit more succulent than that?
We're having a chat with them. So we're literally asking, how's things going? How's your property portfolio going?
And this is the branch manager doing this?
This is the branch manager, yeah. How's everything going with your property? We say property portfolio because Stephen Brown who came to our place. Empire, Property Empire.
Go down Stephen's course, it's brilliant.
It is good, it's excellent.
Yeah. Oh.
And he's a really good guy as well.
Top bloke.
I like Stephen, yeah.
Top bloke,
yeah.
Top bloke.
Yeah.
Good to pay his commission, shouldn't he?
He should, yeah.
Yeah. Go on, sorry, yeah.
So yeah, we use a lot of Stephen's teachings, through a couple of stuff we're already doing, improved a lot of stuff that we're already doing, and it's just literally trying to make 20 to 30 calls in that hour. Sometimes we don't get to make them because you've got a needy landlord or someone who wants a little bit more nurturing, and we do that. We spend our time with them and we try and make that connection, that emotional connection. Very cheesy, very American, very happy clappy, but we try and be what they need us to be, as in we need to be their trusted expert.
How do, because I know you've got a managing director but who's beneath you who runs the day-to-day stuff, Adele. How does she manage that and give accountability so it happens?
So we've got KPIs, you'd be surprised to know. So everybody's got to make a certain amount of calls. The phone off a mobile.
How do you prove the phone calls?
Because it's all we've got apps on there to see if they've actually been made.
I'm with you.
So it'll say that she made 20 calls and 19 calls were less than 3 seconds. So she can't just go ring, 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 ring and hang up, and we understand it. And also we manage on results. So if all of a sudden they say they're making 20 calls and they're not getting any business in, then one or two things is happening. Either they're not doing the work and they're faking it, or they're not very good at it and they need upskilling and training. And we have regular prospecting sessions and prospecting training sessions with them.
Do you bring all the branch managers in one room and have a bit of a...
Yes and no. We do it 3 times a week, and twice a week we let them do it on their own.
So 3 times a week you bring them into one location. Yeah. What, and they all sit on a table giving it the ring?
Yeah, we've got quite a few now. So one's in one, 3 or 4 in one room and the rest in another room.
Are you there at that time?
I'm not, no.
Adele is though, is she?
No, she's not. We just let them get on with it.
Wow.
Yeah. If you look at it this way, we've done the training, we've given the tools to do the job, the managers and the motivated. If they can't do their job, then we've recruited the wrong person.
So, how do the managers feel about doing this?
So none of them love it.
Because it's not nice.
No, it's not. It's not. It takes.
Why is that? Is it the fear of
rejection?
No?
It's being told where to go forth and multiply. Not, there's a lot of people don't like rejection, and it's quite hard cold calling. To do it well, anyone can cold call, and just, if you've ever been cold called off a call centre, you can hear them all laughing in the background, and they don't give a monkeys, and they don't believe in what they're doing. They don't believe in the product or the service they're giving. These girls believe in that because we've recruited them. We've recruited people with the same values and beliefs as us. So when they get a no, it hurts. It's like, you don't want to use my agency.
Why do you think it? I mean, it's the same with valuers when it comes to losing a listing. Why does it hurt a lot more to lose one than to get 4 or 5 even on the market? It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. I mean, if you go into the various cognitive biases and what have you, it's something called the endowment effect, where you actually value something more when you get it, when you own it, than if you don't. So there's a fair few reasons why you do feel like that. When you gain a valuation, you've already sort of in your head got it, but it's when you lose it, it's that negative effect. But I want them to be paid off because it shows the care. If they just said, I lost 3 valuations, they don't give a monkeys, then they haven't got that passion in the business. You know, if people have got passion, they'll overcome little obstacles, they'll show a little bit of initiative, and they'll make that passion get them to the next level.
Any other marketing techniques?
I love your stuff, the landlord farming. Love being, part of a community, being the go-to person, the expert, and nothing makes you more of an expert than when you start talking facts and statistics. And we picked up some good business from you, so thanks, mate.
Good stuff. Anything else?
Don't talk about yourself.
Yes.
A lot of people will...
We're an agent, come and use us, we're brilliant.
And never, ever, ever, ever compete on fees. If you compete on fees, you shouldn't be in this game.
I mean, people trust us to negotiate their biggest house, and we can't even negotiate our own fees.
Yeah, exactly. When we do get a lot of objections about our fees, and we'll say to them, "Oh, why did you get us out?" "Oh, because you sold my neighbour's house in this, and you're this, and you're great, you're great, you're great, you're great. Oh, you're awesome. You won Sunday Times. We do this. We see you everywhere," and that's why we charge the fees we charge.
Indeed. I don't know if anyone's watched it, but you've got to watch those Tom Panos videos from America. From Australia.
Yeah.
He's got some absolutely cracking little one-liners.
Yeah.
And scripts that he can help you with. I know we both watched them, and they are fantastic stuff. Anything else on the marketing before we move on to acquisitions?
Consistency. Absolutely, you've got to be brutally consistent. Marketing, anybody that is in business is into sales and marketing. And you have to do it relentless, whether it's leaflets, whether it's your landlord farming, whether it's your prospecting. You've got to be so consistent and persistent. If you don't, it's literally like having to start at the back of the race again. You've got to continue. It's incremental little steps forward.
Good stuff. Well, there's a lot learned there, boys and girls. Next time we'll talk about acquisitions, and maybe John, you can share some tips on what people should be paying for them and what should be looking out for, where the pitfalls are.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.